Okay, in this video we are going to be talking about tips and instructions for block 4 of our Afghan sampler. This is going to be a combination of, it's working this way across the block. It's going to be a combination of single crochets and front post double crochets like we did in the basket weave stitch. We'll call this one, I guess, the vertical rib block because you end up with these ridges that go vertically up your block. And there's going to be, it's reversible again. I have finished a block, so you're going to be having these vertical ribs, and then it is on the other side as well. Be sure you have plenty of whatever color that you're working with, because this one, it's a little bit of a slower moving block, kind of like the first block we did with all single crochets. It moves about as fast as that one, just because it's a lot of single crochets going up, and it uses a bit more yarn, I think, than some of our previous blocks. So just be sure you have plenty of your color. And this block 4 is going to be using colors A and B for you. All right, to start, we are going to chain 37. We're going to do a loose chain. Just keep it easy coming back through. That is our chain 37. Now it's going to have us do a foundation row, it said, of half double crochets all the way across. This is the only time in this pattern that we do half double crochets. And then the rest of the time it's just going to be single crochets and double crochets. But to do a half double crochet, it says to half double crochet in the third chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to be going in right there. To do a half double crochet, it's very similar to a double crochet, where you yarn over first, you go in the hole, and you pull up a loop. And this is where it changes. Here you just simply yarn over and you go through all 3 loops. So we'll do that again. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and go through all 3. So do that all the way across. You should do it 35 times. They do not count this first chain, so that's 1, 2. There's 34 and 35. All right, so that's it for our half double crochets. There's our foundation row that we're going to work off of. Now you're supposed to chain 1 and turn. Now on this row, we are going to single crochet. The first spot we go into is right here. So you're going to do 1 single crochet. And now we're going to do a front post double crochet. The best way, I just think it's helpful if you just kind of like pull it apart right here, then you can see that post because they all kind of like blend together there. But if you pull them apart, you can kind of see those holes. So this is our first post. So this is what we worked off of at the very beginning. And so here's our first post we're going to be going around. So I'll be going in this hole and back out this one. So it's a double crochet. So yarn over, go behind that post right there, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's our post. Now we have to skip that stitch in the back because we did a post for it. So this is the stitch right here that would have been in. So you're going to skip that one. We did a post on that one. So this is going to be the next stitch that we go in right there. So now we're going to do 3 single crochets, going in 1, and then 2, and 3. So I know we did 1 single crochet here, but the rest of the way across, it's going to be a front post double crochet, 3 single crochets, and then you repeat that all the way across. So here we go. We're going to do another front post double crochet. So There it is right there. So yarn over, around the post, yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through 2. All right, we're going to skip that one and go here. So here's our single crochets, and just keep repeating that all the way across. Here we're getting to the end, so we're going to do our 3 single crochets, a front post. You should have 2 stitches left right here. We're going to do a front post double crochet, and then 1 more single crochet. There you go. So you can see those front posts are starting to make our ribs going up. And on this side, it's kind of more flat, I guess. We don't have our ribs on there yet. We're going to put the ribs on the other side as we turn. So we're going to chain 1 and turn. This time, so each side it's different. On one side, you're going to have 1 single crochet and then do a rib, and then you'll end with 1 crochet on the other end. But on this side, we're going to do 3 crochets, 3 single crochets. So here's 1, 2, 3. And it'll be easy to remember as you're going, because you'll see, you'll be able to see your ridges, so you'll know which side you're on. This one, we are supposed to do a front post double crochet. With this project, you're always doing your double crochets, except for that first row, because we didn't have, it was just a little bit different, but you're always going to be doing your front post double crochets 2 rows below, but you'll see, you won't even have to think about it once you have your posts going. But we're going to do a front post double crochet, not on this top one, but this one down here, because the post, it reaches down. So you'll kind of see how that works later. But so here we go. We're going to do a front post double crochet down here. You skip that one and crochet 3, and you just do that all the way across again. Okay, so here we're doing our last few, our last group. So we're going to do our front post double crochet. And now we skip that one. We're going to go from here on out. It's hard to see that last stitch. So we go 1, 2, and now the last stitch is there somewhere. I just kind of like find a spot right there at that end knot and shove it through. And that's my last stitch right there. So just make sure you get those 3 stitches in after that last post. And then we chain 1 and turn. Now we're on the side again that does just 1 at the beginning here. So our first single crochet is going to go right here, 1. Now, whenever you do it's kind of hard to see at the very beginning, but our post is right here. And that's what you're going to be going around. You're reaching down to the bottom post, the next highest post or whatever. You're reaching down to this post, and that's the one that we're going to go around. We're going to keep connecting all the way up. So that's the post that we're going to be going around from now on. So yarn over, go around that post, and you're going to pull it up. And again, it might be helpful to go through and look, okay, we're skipping that stitch because we did a post on that one, and then you're going to go in this one. So now 3 single crochets. And they will be easier to see the farther along you go. See, you can kind of see those posts there. I don't know with the lighting if you're able to see them well, but that's the post I'm always going to be working with now. So I've got to go down and reach down to this post right here that I did. Go around that one, and then you're going to just do that all the way across. A front post double crochet, 3 single crochets all the way across. Okay, so now we're doing 1, 2, 3. This is the one we started with 1 single crochet at the beginning, so we're going to end with 1 single crochet here at the end. So we're going to go around this post here, and we have 1 single crochet left. So again, it kind of goes into that little knot that's at the end. It's not a very apparent place to put it. And then chain 1 and turn. So this again, we just ended with the 1 single crochet on the end. So when you flip, you know you're going to start with the 3, and then you'll go around the post. And you just repeat that all the way up until you make your square. And I did also want to just give a quick tip on what I do to be able to tell once I finished my square is I just take the corner of my block and I bring it up like this. And if it lines the corners up, then I know that I'm at a square. But if it's kind of like a little bit too far, like that when I flip it, then I know I have a few more rows to do. So that's how I tell whether I'm at a square, because it says to do 48 rows here, but my stitches are a little bit bigger, and so I don't need to do 48 rows. So I just kind of measure it that way to know once I've reached a square. And then after you get up to your square, then you're going to do your border again, and that's it for block 4.